It's about working together to make sure that we're protecting jobs.
Premier Wab Kinew continued his push to break down interprovincial trade barriers on Friday during the Manitoba Chamber of Commerce breakfast, where he announced a memorandum of understanding with British Columbia to advance free trade between the two provinces.
Doing an MOU with BC, the same thing that we did with Ontario, is about opening up big new markets for Manitoba businesses to sell into, whether it's a service for a consulting firm or whether it's a business who's going to send a physical good to another province.
What these MOUs do and what getting rid of interprovincial trade barriers does, it allows business to start looking within our own country first before it needs to start looking to other jurisdictions. And I think what that's going to do is really Trump-proof our economy to a certain extent, which is exactly what businesses have been asking for.
The specifics of the MOU are yet to be finalized, though Kinew says it will follow some of the same framework as the deal with Ontario signed 3 weeks ago, and aims to break down labor mobility barriers between the provinces.
Well, the MOU with Ontario specifies having a direct-to-consumer alcohol deal in place. So there's specifics that we're working on there. I think, we haven't signed the deal with BC yet, but I know one of the things we're talking about with them has to do with lumber. And, you think about the Swan Valley operation that we have here and some of the people working the bush to support that industry.
In addition to the MOU, Premier Kinew also spoke of the need for a streamlined way to get goods from Western Canada to the EU and other overseas markets, pledging to continue investment in the Port of Churchill.
Now that we're talking about a Western corridor and getting Western Canadian natural resources, ag goods, minerals, all these important economic opportunities to market, we want to take a look and say what's the best path to reaching the European Union. We know it's going to be on Hudson's Bay, so we're going to put that call out for proposals and make sure that we're shaking all the trees, covering all our bases as we move forward.
In Winnipeg, Eddie Huband, City News.